we're going to go here, and then we're going to go here, and I'm going to share the screen. Oh, yeah. And here, boom, boom, and boom. All right. Got a little soul speak on the ascension that we all share. This unveiling, this apocalypse. You know, all this discussion of what is reality, conspiracy, heresy, truth that's stranger than fiction. Doesn't get any better than this. It's not just time to bring on the apocalypse, it's time to start riding it. It's not going to hurt us. Because one thing's for sure, in our conscious mind and even in our subconscious, if that's what you want to call it, we have always survived. And the reason for that is because we never die. So when it comes to ascension, what else is there to talk about? This ascension, unveiling, is not complicated. It's just a microcosm of the state of our being from any point, from this present moment to any point in our past. And in regard to the past, now we can look back to see, to awaken without the element of linear time. Yeah. Because the wisdom still comes. Because the universe is never late. That means we can take from our past the powerful wisdom of the eternal moments, seen when we unveil the hurts and the blame given and received. You know, we've reached a point where forgiveness will cease to exist. Because perfection did not create forgiveness, but as a path to a higher perfection, a new reflection of itself, of ourselves. Yeah, it's true. It's just not necessary forgiveness, and neither is earth love. So we can stop chasing both right now and all the false securities and failed searches that go with the lofty goals of a moral world. Both the things that they put beyond our reach and the reasons they gave us for not being able to reach them. It's time to re-enter the fold of the immortal, the fold of the I Am soul. All right, hang on. Let me get this. I haven't done this in a long time. I'm working on Zoom. All right, and shoot. John, we're live. You're muted. You're muted. Hit the mute button. Here, boom. Hang on. There you go. There you go. All right. John, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something happened on your end. You muted. Take your microphone. Your microphone. Yeah, but it's your mic. So on the bottom left, there's a microphone icon. You see it? If you click the arrow next to it, you can select your microphone. You see it? Are you okay? So it was working. I think what happened was, did you plug those in after we started? Did you plug them in? It's okay. We got all the time in the world. So what I would suggest yeah, what I would suggest is just get out of Zoom, go back to the link and click and come back in with the microphone already attached. You understand? Okay, so, oh, you can't hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me. So close, just get out of Zoom, just get out of this, go back to the messenger, leave your mic, leave your headphones on, and then click the link. Okay, yeah. So what's going on, everybody? Let me just take care of this lady that I was supposed to be on with. I know I wanted to say I hope I was getting everything perfect. Okay. Let me just tell her I just started. Oh shit! So I started the show. He's going to come back. He's already back. Let's see. Here he is. Oh, he didn't get out, did he? He just turned the. These energies are an MF at times, right? Okay, he's coming. Come on, John. Ask to start video. Okay, let's see here. Let's go here. And let's see what happens. Okay, he'll be back. What's going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay. This is how it goes, right? I'll just have to write to her afterwards. If Brittany Fleming's out there, I will get with you right after this show, and we'll do another show tonight. How's that? This is how it works now. We just have to make it up as we go. Okay, we got 14 people in Facebook. I can't see the other ones because we're using Zoom. So John will be back. Let me just, poor John, we were supposed to be on an hour ago and I messed up the time. Let me just send him a note and tell him to click the link. Click the link again. Boom. All right. Hello, everybody. Kathy Wadowski in the house. Alicia Marie. Supernant. I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. Zana, what's happening? Who else is here? Sue Fitz is here. Right on. Thank you all for your continued love and support and contributions that allow us to keep doing this every day. We are all swimming in a sea of abundance. We're all thriving, and it's happening. I know it doesn't feel like it all the time. Hey, Holly Watson, what's happening? Come on, John. He'll be here. John used Zoom for the first time just the other day, and he's pretty nervous about coming on. And, you know, we did a show the other day, but he had horrible reception. And here he is. All right, here we go. Okay, let's do this. Boom. Boom, boom. He's coming. Who else we got going on here? What is that? Perth, Australia. Panorama Right. Welcome. Let's see. Nancy Lynn Love. Long time no see. Good to see you. Here comes John. All right, let's get his camera on. Boom. There we go. And now let's get his microphone on. Almost there. We gotta wait till here we go. Now, there you go. Click. How's that? Talk.
Hello.
There you go. We got it. Anytime we have technical difficulties, we always have a great show. John.
Hello.
What's happening? Thank you for your patience and your understanding, and for dealing with my 3D forgetfulness, or whatever you want to call it. It's good to see you. Can you hear us all right?
Hello. Hello.
Hey, John. What's going on? Uh-oh. Okay, it's all right. You popped out for a second. Hang on. I'm gonna send you a note again. Hang on. As soon as it looks like your signal is suffering a little bit. Hang on. It's gonna be all right. We got this. One more time. How's that?
I don't know.
Yep, you're good. You're
Am
good.
I?
Don't touch anything. It's just we're good. We're going to handle this in the energetic field.
Yes, we're good.
So, I just grabbed something from the archives to, allow some time for people to come in since, we needed to do that. And that was the first Soul Speak that I ever made. And the last part of it reminds me of you. When it's time to re-enter the fold of the immortals. And you are that. You're known as Jungle John. You're a very good friend of a very good friend of mine, a brother, Michael Mejia. I didn't know that. And so the circle is unbroken, right? I mean, it's
Yes.
All the connections are being made. So from what I understand, from what I picked up from people, you are quite the personification of a goddess in the flesh over there in the jungle of Hawaii.
Wow, that's quite a nomenclature.
We had a show the other day. You were out in the jungle. The reception was bad. I think we should just start over. And we want to know who's Jungle John. We know that you just used Zoom for the first time the other day. Welcome to Soul Speaks 5D. And where do you want to start?
I don't know. Where would you like me to start? Let's maybe go over the past week since we last communicated, because almost every day it's been something else. You had a man from Puerto Rico on named, I think it was Taino. Tino?
Taino. Yeah.
Taino.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he inspired me so much when he said, now we've got the template, let's take it to the streets. And that made me jump out of my seat. The next day, actually the next 2 days, I was visiting the homeless over here. They put up about 100 makeshift homes along this road, right by the sewage plant that really smells bad. There's tons of garbage bags alongside the road. It's just appalling, the situation there. But, I brought them what I could, from toilet paper to sardines. And I almost wanted to video myself. I was walking down the street with the grocery cart, full of food from the food bank and whatnot, and passing it out, for 2 days. And wow, yeah, my heart really I'm starting to get little relationships going with the people there, and I want to hear their stories. And
it'll come back. It'll come back. Uh-oh, popped out again. He's coming back. Hang on 1 second. Your signal just dropped, but we got to turn the mic back on. Just 1 second. So hang on. Let's see. It's coming. Just that Hawaii signal, and it's our frequencies, but everybody just put our energy together, and we'll get it back online. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. It's going to come. There you go. So, I mean, that must be, and I love the fact that you said, let's talk about the last 7 days, because that's really where the best code is, right? What was it like being out there interfacing with these people that we classify, or say the world classifies as homeless and weird, or whatever they want to call it. What was it like interacting with them?
Well, it was different. It depended on the persons I was dealing with. The one had a sign that said donations here, and there's quite a few cans of food there. And I said, can I, give you some more food? And the energy from the guy there was like, I could care less. I don't trust you. Just put the stuff here and get out of here. That was the energy. And it was like, the human part of me said, geez, I'm not going to, if he's not appreciative of what I'm doing, I'm not going to come back. But it's like, I am going back there. That's where the light needs to shine more, when people are, that numbed out. And then there was a pregnant lady, my heart really went out to her, and such a, she looked like, I don't know, 7-8 months pregnant, in a dump site. It was like my heart really went out to her. Yeah, it was different interactions. And then around the corner, not away from them, was a guy with a whole bunch of tarps and everything. He had quite a creative home made for himself. I still got to bring. He seemed to thrive on music coming from his portable radio, and I still have to bring him some Type C batteries. But yeah, I look to see what they need. Not just dumping food on them, but try to help them out. In different ways, garbage bags and stuff like that. And I got people in my housing area. I'm in senior housing. Donating a little bit. So that might be an ongoing thing for me. Feels good. So, but also, besides making my debut publicly, like with you, I also sang my first song in 78 years.
Really?
Yeah, on it's a 10-day gift called vocal, I think, illumination summit. But yeah, I did Israel's somewhere over the rainbow. It was the first time I sang in my life. I've had a major block, monumental, about not singing for my whole life. I was too sick in the head to be singing, and yeah, that's in the past now too. So
Yeah. What was that like? You gonna do it again?
I am. Yeah, there's one night I dreamt, I heard the whole piano piece by Beethoven for Elise, like in a flash, and I woke up and I said, wow, I can play that, and I took a lesson, one piano lesson, and I gave up. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I don't, I just wanted to play automatic, and I didn't, I thought I needed a lesson. So that's on the back burner. But when I play that, I think it's that song. I find myself, going, singing along.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, toning along with it. So that's probably going to be my next presentation. It just feels so healing. Some of those tones that come through, and
that was healing just a little bit. You did. Can you do a little bit more?
No, not yet.
Yeah. That was really good. I mean, I'm not just saying that. That was.
I
really
was
good.
just kind of joking, but I joked with my I joked with my opera voice. I also have an opera voice. It might knock us off the network if I shared that one, but a little bit. It's like I just joked with my friends, and they said, "My God, that's really good." But yeah, it was like, oh. But I hope, are we still on?
Oh yeah. No, that was yeah.
But yeah, I think I ought to do this every 78 years, and yeah, I'm not going to wait another 78 years. Yeah.
70,
yeah.
78. So that puts you. See, that's what 20. God, that's
1943.
1943. Wow. So, I mean, I was 6, 7, 8 during the late 60s when that energy hit the earth, with
Yeah.
the revolution type of frequency and everything that happened. You were already in your 20s. Uh, when did you wake up? Were you always this way? Were you always
Uh,
aware of something greater?
absolute,
No.
absolutely not. Yeah, yeah, it took me, um, I'd say 40 years, to wake up. I gave myself 40 years of abuse, before I woke up. Another thing in the last 7 days was a week ago, Friday, at my healing session, I requested just, oh, it was, by the way, it was after an hour talking to Morgan that, I, at, at the end of talking with her, it was like, I just wanted to get a nurturing massage, not all this manipulation and everything that I've been getting every Friday to help me recover from my back surgery. And I asked Ellie, my friend that works with me, to, that I just want to do my breath work, which uh, and just be nurtured massage, not real manipulation or anything. So after about 20 minutes of circular breathing, uh, I went back for the first time to my mother's breast, 1943, and the milk was good, but the issues in the tissues were immense. She had issues with my father, because I read letters from way back then. That was the Depression. That was the war. She already had two other children, my brother and my sister, to deal with, depression, all these things, and she didn't have the tools, to process all this stuff. So I was the scapegoat for her. It was like, here comes another thing in the way, another burden. I was a burden, and yeah, I felt that when I was in the womb. Also, I had a womb experience. She gave up trying to push me out, and it was utter terror. So during her pregnancy, all the stuff that was going on, also I was absorbing all that energy, and so um, it was, yeah, going through that in that session last Friday. Uh, I I understood, why my mother. Uh,
He'll come back. What a beautiful soul, right?
Thought I was an ass. Yeah, and so later, she continued calling me a nasty boy and giving me hot soapy enemas. She jammed that thing up me, and with the hot soap, so you're a nasty boy and this will clean you out. And that continued till I was about 8 years old, and I really believed I was a nasty boy. Played it out for my parents. And last time I was beat by my dad, I was 13 and black and blue and bleeding. And so that's when I really reinforced the thing about being nasty, that I really deserved more punishment. So life brought that to me, getting beat up and all that kind of stuff. But that's all in the past. I've done about 35 years of clearing out and healing. And yeah, I'm really happy where I am now. I found out how to have fun. And so I used to say I was going to live to about 90, but now I'm up to 115 plus. Yeah. and yeah, just having a great time. Love being in nature.
Is that why they call you Jungle John?
Yeah, yeah. I had a lunch wagon in 1984 here in Maui, and I wanted to name it with something with a jingle, like when I was a chimney sweep in Colorado, I named myself a better bunch of brushes, because I was also in the house painting business that covered chimney sweeping and house painting. Put me in #1 in the yellow pages, a better bunch of brushes. And I said, well, what has a jingle to it? Jungle John. And that's how I got the name. And so I had a lunch wagon called Jungle John's Juices and Snacks lunch wagon. And that lasted about a year. That was my last year as a visible hippie. I got busted for bootlegging. I wasn't making it with the sandwiches and the Coca-Cola, so I was selling beers out the back door.
Like a true light worker outlaw.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the vice got me on a Sunday morning. Vice, you're under arrest. And that was about the end of my lunch wagon, but I kept the Jungle John name because I'm always in the jungle, 2 to 4 times a week. I'm in nature.
Yeah. What do you do out? What do you do out there when you go out there?
I just be.
You just
yeah. Yesterday I was out again, and I just got so uplifted. It's been almost a week because of other physical stuff, and after my hour-and-a-half massage, my therapist and I went out exploring in the mountains, West Maui Mountains, and got in a stream up there, coming, and I hadn't had any breakfast, and here it was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but got in that stream and come out. There was no hunger. I was so renourished, just by being in that beautiful water. There was no hunger coming out of there. I was just uplifted. So I get that energy and I bring it back to where I live and, back in society and whatnot. It just helps me to beam light to other people. Yeah, it's really an honor. Yeah.
Yes. And thank you for sharing that. Do you communicate with like the trees and things in the jungle?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a wonderful language. Yeah. It's very good.
Yeah, I love the trees. I'm just curious. Are you able to hear them clear as time goes on?
I don't know. I think it's been pretty clear for a long time, and just pretty steady, uplifting just to be there. I did learn not to just go there to receive energy from the trees, but to give it back to them also. They love receiving also.
Wow.
Oh, can I tell you this one little?
Yeah.
I almost should.
He'll come back. It's that signal in Hawaii. Pops in and out. We'll have to get him to start over with his story. What a beautiful soul. What do you do in the jungle? I just be. Wow. It's always a simple, profound.
Bottom. Yeah.
John.
43. Yeah.
John, start over on the story because you
Okay.
froze up. You're back now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this one tree is, there's 7 trees coming out of the base. The base is 41 feet around. I measured it.
Holy
You know,
crap.
and the trees are like over 100 feet tall, and it just feels so good to be under that tree. And I named it the 7 Pleiades, 7 sisters Pleiades. And one time I was laying under it, and I after being there for a long time and resonating well, I said, do you have a message for myself or for the world? And like 2 seconds after that, the sound, it was like if you had a really high powered bow and arrow, the arrow, it was very, very loud. It went,
Wow.
like 2 feet away from me. And this thing came down. I'm gonna try to show it on my wall. Let's see.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is. Yeah, that thing came down right about 2 feet away from me, and I had chicken skin. It was like, just after I asked my question, very loud, and I said, "Geez, who can I share this story with?" And I called a neighbor, and it just happened to be the neighbor that had this story. She said, "What kind of a tree was that?" And I said, "Eucalyptus." She said, "Well, that was a eucalyptus widowmaker." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, the eucalyptus widowmaker, when they feel the vibration of a intruder, they send an arrow down to kill them, so they become food for the tree. And she said, and so I Googled it, and if you Google eucalyptus widowmaker, that's the myth.
Wow.
So I went back a couple of days later. I brought some water, sprinkled it around. I said, "I come in peace. I'm here to help nurture you, to bring more light." I had some decayed wood, and I sprinkled it around for nutrients, and took a little crystal, and I programmed it for more light and protection, and put it under the small root of the tree. So that, we're really friends. It knows I'm not an intruder now.
Yeah. Wow. That's fascinating. Do you ever come across elemental energy or even other types of, let's just say,
like spirit?
Yeah, because I know Hawaii's full of spirit, right? I mean, I don't mean like you come across, like, see something necessarily, but you feel things out there. I would think you feel you feel it as a whole. You feel it. I mean, you spend a lot of time out there.
As a whole, yes. I've slept in caves, up in the mountains, and I just flop back any place in nature, and all I feel is peace. Other people say, "Oh, did you hear the marching soldiers and things like that?"
Wow. Far out. Fiona says they call those trees ghost gums in Australia and widowmakers. Far out. He'll come back. Jungle John. I wonder how many souls are like this in the world, He'll be back.
Stop.
You're back.
No.
You're back. You're good. If
You missed it.
We're as patient as the day is long.
Oh, you missed the part of how am I doing? Because yeah, I feel like I'm a little more relaxed this time than the last time. You know, the last time was my first time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you seem fine. You seem fine. I was just telling them when you cut out, I wonder how many souls are like you around the world. You know,
That's
I mean,
another reason I'm here is to find that out also. I really want to connect with other souls that like Michael Medja. Yeah,
how did
he's
you
such a,
how did you meet Michael?
I saw him on your show and I was like, wow, I just feel like, you know, this guy is really, really super coming from the heart and I want to connect with him. Yeah, he's supposed to be watching us today. He said he'd be watching. He said something in a text to me, and I can't repeat his beautiful words, but it was something like, "John, your heart is so obvious when you're, you know, talking to other people, you know, something like that." But it was so poetic, and you know, it brought tears to me, you know, and I wrote back. I said, Michael, you know, it's like you have a sweetness tipped arrow that gets right into the depths of everyone's heart.
Mm.
You know.
Mm. Yeah, he does. No doubt. No doubt he does.
Yeah.
So you sang Over the Rainbow.
Yeah. The way I wanted. Yeah.
Was it different than the normal melody?
No, it was the best I could harmonize with his. I had him going on my computer screen, and actually I had the camera on the screen watching video, watching his sing the song, and then I had the words written out on a paper, and I was singing, harmonizing with him.
Wow.
You know, when I sing along with him, and
So here we go. Hang on. Let's bring it back. We got to hang on. We got to turn the mic back on. Hang on. Boom. There you go. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. You went mute again. You went mute again. So you might have to go out and come back in again, because I don't think it'll come back on. So yeah, something happened. Let's see. Yeah, you want to try that? Go back out and come back in here. It's okay. We got all the time in the world. All right, he's coming back. Oh, wait a minute. I got to fix him. Boom. He'll be back. Here we go. What a cool guy. What a phenomenal guy. He actually contacted, I didn't know he had reached out to Michael Mejia whenever that was last year, but he reached out to Morgan because he read Morgan's account that she put up, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, about some of our light body sacred sexuality experiences. And she was telling me about this man, and that he was going to come on, and that he got very emotional because he'd had a similar experience. So let's ask him about it. He's coming. Here we go. All right. Well, just 1 second. Let the stream catch. We got to turn the mic on. Hang on. Hang on. It'll come. Just give it a second. Here we go. Boom. All right. Back. You're back.
yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll make it. So I was just telling them about you had an experience with your light body years ago, right? Because I think we talked about last time you had read Morgan's post about our light body sacred sexuality experience, and that you had something occur to you years ago, right?
Yes.
Would you mind telling us again what happened?
It was when I was really, really super high in frequency. I kind of think it was during my walk-in experience. I'm not sure if I'm still the walk-in or what, but the things that changed never changed back. So I could still be him. And I was making love with a lady at this workshop where I had my grand opening, where my awakening, my heart blasted open. I had a big red circle on my chest. But at one point, I didn't know if she was in me or if I was in her. Yeah, that was like the highlight. I don't remember the rest, but I do remember that. It was like it just almost just didn't matter, and there wasn't like there was an orgasm, but it was the whole time. It wasn't like the end result or something like that.
Wow.
But it was just super beautiful.
That sounds like a substantial activation.
Oh my God. Yeah, for 2 weeks I was in that vibration. That's when I would walk in a coffee shop and I could visually see the energy of everybody raising just because my frequency was so high.
Wow.
Yeah, twice that happened. Yeah.
I wonder if that was just a little glimpse of what you do now.
A glimpse of what I do now.
Well, I mean, even like with what you were saying about visiting these homeless people after you saw Taino's show.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean. Like maybe that's what you do now. Maybe that.
I hope so. And yeah, I just don't see it, but yeah, because I have got feedback from others and friends and things like that I just don't really notice that kind of a thing sometimes. But yeah, I think about a week ago, I had a private tour with a lady. She said she was with the Galactic Federation, and she wanted to visit secluded places on the ocean, and I took her to about 6 places, and she'd kind of get in the water and spend just sit like, and I don't know what the heck she was doing, but I told her she should get a hold of Lori Ladd, who was in quite a bit of connection with her galactic guides and whatnot. And she said, "Oh no, I've been ordered not to go on podcast or anything like that. And she told me the name of her group and I forgot it, but she said she's kind of on a mission that their group has a large corporation, somebody with a lot of money that's interested, but they've tried it on other planets. I think she said they use a lot of copper in like the stratosphere to heal the holes in the ozone. But to get further down the line, what I was aiming at is when I said goodbye to her, I took her hand, in mine, and she jumped. She said, "Oh my God, what an energy!" And yeah. Anyway,
so you still got it, no doubt.
Yeah, maybe. I hope so. I don't feel it the way I did then. It was like just wow. yeah, it was a lot more, well, there wasn't any judgments or, all this human stuff like I still have now, like, trying to get on with you. It was like, really triggering my patience and things like that, anxiety, all those human things that come up when you don't do what you're expecting to do. But yeah, but I'm really looking forward to more embodiment, less judgment, and less of those human drama kind of things that come up.
Yeah. Do you have like a circle there? Like, do you find like-minded people there in Maui?
I have a circle. I don't know that it's like-minded. They're very, very loving, devoted yogis and things like that. But my experience with the Pleiadians and things like that, I don't know that they're grasping it as authentic or a reality, but it's definitely been real for me.
So what is your experience with the Pleiadians?
I think it started way back, 50 years or so ago. I could be standing. I thought it was kind of weird, but I could close my eyes standing and swirl around, and then open my eyes, and my eyes would be focused on the Pleiades planets.
Wow.
And no matter how many times I did it, there they were. But that was just many years ago. But recently, I told you last time, but I don't know how clear it came through. I was trying to learn how to fly this drone, and it just kept getting out of control and flying away. And 3 times during the day, the Pleiadians manifested the drone right in front of my eyes instantly as soon as I asked for help. Yeah, the first time it went all the way over a football field toward this parking lot. And I looked in the trees, I looked in the parking lot. I only had 20 minutes on the battery. And I thought I looked for about 10 minutes, and I gave up looking. I said, my Pleiades sisters and brothers, can you help me find my drone? And then I didn't have to turn my head. Oh, I was looking up at the time, and instantly there it was, way up in the sky. I said, oh, somebody else is flying. And I said, no, that's mine. And I was going over toward Long's drugstore. So I hopped in my car because I knew it was, about out of time. And I was going to land someplace over there. And I got in my car and I went up and down the parking lot a couple times. There's a field, looked in the field. Same old story, it was like, oh my God, I can't find it. Can you help me one more time? And I was looking out my passenger window, and there it was on the edge of a sidewalk, pointed up, looking at me with the 2 little white lights blinking at me. Here I am, instantly, it was like I didn't have to turn my head. And then I waited a few hours for the breeze to calm down, and went back and tried it again. Same thing, it went over the other side of the football field over a fence, and I looked in the bushes there for a long time. I was I'm feeling kind of silly, but can I ask you one more time? And as soon as I finished the last word, my eyes instantly were on it. It was right in front of me on the ground in the bushes where I thought I'd looked before. And then, yeah, it was like, to me, pretty convincing,
Wow.
that, wow, they're there for me. But, and then, it made me, maybe they wanted me to think about instant manifestation and time, because, it just baffled me. How could they manifest that instantly like that? But then, the message I got was, hey, we're into no time,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, just a couple of weeks ago, I had one more experience similar to that, with my cell phone, and it was just amazing. Yeah,
Wow.
just like, no doubt, it's like, thank you, thank you, but yeah, I just feel they're there if I really need them. If and I'm wondering about the signal I send out. If I send that signal out, they're there. They must have been on a lot of those cliffs I've been climbing, and I mean, anytime I could have died, but yeah, I've been really blessed that way.
Wow. So what do you think? So what do you think, after, being born in the World War II era, because we all know what happened after that, went into subdivisions and corporate ladder and, TV. And of course, the traumas that you went through as a child. I mean, all that experience, the clearings that you did for 30 plus years and all that. What do you think's happening on the earth now? What's your feeling?
Well, the same as yours. I mean, this is the best time ever to be on the planet, because of the evolution that's happening. It's just beautiful. Yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and to be a part of that. And it's happening. Yeah, also like Lori's. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you fine. Well, I could. He froze again. He'll be back. He'll be back. Yeah. What an interesting. Okay. You're back. We're just going to turn the mic on. 1 second. Here we go. Boom. So you left off something about Lori Ladd.
Lori Ladd.
Oh, we were talking about what's going on. What's going on now? What your opinion is about what's happening? You were talking about that.
Oh, I was just saying I'm so happy to be here now. This is it. It's like Taino said. We've got the template. It's time to take it to the streets. It's not just sitting here meditating and shedding the light, but it's time for loving action.
Real embodiment, right?
Embodiment.
Yeah, real embodiment, not just talking about it.
Yeah.
What do you think about the distortion that keeps being presented to us? Does it bother you? Are you affected? And if so, how do you deal with it?
I think it's a wonderful thing. It's helping lots of people to wake up, and I don't think I'm outwardly bothered by it. I think I feel a little ripple inside, and if I do, I allow myself to feel it and for it to move through. I don't resist being in the shadow. I love, just standing courageously in the shadow and shedding my light. I thought I had no fear until I thought about coming on your show.
Am I that bad?
No, I am. I am.
Do you have conversations there on the island with people in regard to what's going on? The things that you're referring to and the things we talk about on the show?
Very little. That's why I'm here. I want to connect with more people that have had similar, experiences and have the same job, similar jobs as mine, to help uplift the other humans.
Well, I would imagine that you're going to get some messages as a result of coming out. That's typically what happens when somebody comes on with a high frequency like you. So you came to the right place to find your family. No doubt. No doubt.
I was so glad, the day before we connected in the woods with bad reception, that I got to spend some time talking to Morgan, and she kind of softened it for me, broke the ice, so to speak, so I wouldn't feel so bad, so nervous. But it's very inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all reconnecting, aren't we? His profile is John Korsi, Korsi. Somebody was asking.
That's not me. No,
you're not.
I don't know who that. I don't know who that is.
Somebody was asking what your profile is, and I was telling them it's John Korsi, right? That's your
no
on Facebook.
No way.
Well, that's what it said. Oh, I'm sorry, Korpi. I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay, now
Korpi.
you got it.
Korpi, John Korpi.
Yeah.
Korpi. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, John Korpi.
I think you're going to get some friend requests. So you should have plenty of people to share in this frequency, which is
that would be great.
Which is beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And I love what you said about the trees. And I guess we're all the same. We don't just, we're moving into a time when there's the embodiment of an equal energy exchange, right? I mean, you're not just looking to receive, you're looking to give, aren't you?
Listening to what?
I said, you're not just looking to receive in these interactions with people, because you're going to be getting a lot of friend requests.
No.
I mean, you're looking to give, right? I think he just was fading out. Yeah, John Korpi, and I apologize for not pronouncing it right. This 3D memory is just like going to hell in a handbasket. Oh, you're back, John? I can hear you. Okay, he popped out again. It's okay. We got it. Hang on. Let's hang on. It's just catching up again. Oh, there you go. Boom. Got it? There you
go. Yeah. Another walk-in experience I thought you'd like to hear was a bear. I haven't heard of anybody else having a bear walk in, but I had the consciousness of a bear for several seconds.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was not exactly human-like, but it was relative. Yeah, it was quite amazing. I was triggered by watching some movie. I think it was Brad Pitt, where the end of the movie was he's going to fight a bear.
Oh, yeah. Legends of the Fall. Legends of the Fall. Yeah.
And I think some orator was talking, this is what's going to happen. And as he started talking, that's when I had the experience. Boom. It's like,
that's a great scene to a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just for a few seconds, but it was so real.
Wow.
It was amazing. But I've had another dream I had was a black bear, and I walked up to each other and we put our paws up toward each other, and then one reached out, his reached out, mine reached out, and we touched. It was so powerful. That was the end of the dream. You know, it was just quick, one of those quickies, but it was so powerful.
You must have a bear totem, animal totem.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Owls, pink flamingo, any of the cat family. Yeah.
Pink flamingo. That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say that, but then I've never heard anyone that had a walk-in with a bear.
The bear was more realistic to me. The pink flamingo came in a long time ago, a tantric group I belonged to. They, in the meditation, they said, you know, close your eyes and, you know, see what your totem is. And, you know, a pink flamingo flashed. But
Wow.
yeah, I haven't had any experience with pink flamingo since then. That was probably 40 years ago, 50 years ago.
So you were doing this stuff 40, 50 years ago. Meditation.
A little bit, you know, I was a lot into drugs and drinking and things like that. And, you know, around Alan Watts' time, the beginning of, you know, things like that. I think it was late 60s. I read autobiography of a yogi, Yogananda, and that perked me up. I get into little circles, you know, and I get kind of an upliftment, and then I go back into my old habits and things like that, you know, and yeah, it was just in and out for a long time. But yeah, I got.
You mentioned this last time, but we really weren't able to hear too much of it. But I understand you were in Sedona when I was in Sedona this year.
Wow. Yeah.
What were you doing? What were you doing there? What'd you get into?
Quite a bit. I had pain in my back for about 25 years or so, and you know, probably had, I estimated, about 700 therapy sessions, and I was still sore. So I got February 12th. I got some surgery. You know, I was in there for in the room for 6 hours. They put metal rods and a couple big screws and fused a couple vertebrae. And 2.5 months later, I wanted to travel. I haven't traveled in about 20 years. You know, I did go to Lanai one night, you know, but that was it for 20 years. And but I had at first it was an attraction, and then it was a calling, you know, to get out in the desert in Arizona. So I went over there. While you were there, I was out in the desert 33 days. And, you know, I got a Grand Caravan rental, you know, and that was my home.
Wow. Far out. He'll come back.
You know.
There you are. Oop. Coming back. Hang on. There you go.
Well,
So you went from the Hawaii to Sedona.
Yep.
I originally went from Sedona to Hawaii in 2018.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, I'm probably still integrating all that energy there. And then, you know, I brought it back to Maui and I swirled it around with Maui. Kind of, I guess, similar to what we did in the harmonic convergence in 1987. But
did you consciously participate in the harmonic convergence in 1987? Oh, He's fading out again. Fascinating. Fascinating. You're back. You're back.
Nuts.
We can hear you.
Nuts, nuts, nuts. I'll be darned.
Can you hear me?
Guess I
Hello?
could have a drink.
He doesn't know that we heard that. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hang on. Let's get the mic back on. Hang on 1 second. The stream's got to catch. Here we go. Boom. We heard you. We heard you say that.
I wonder what I said. Yeah, it's been a
You
long
said, I wish
time.
I could have a drink.
I didn't say that.
You
I wish
didn't?
I could have a drink. No, but I just had a drink, water. Yeah,
Okay.
but
All right.
that's funny. That's funny that you thought I said that.
Well, I don't know. We have to ask the audience because
Yeah.
I could have sworn I heard you say, I wish I could have a drink.
Oh, I think we're telepathically
Probably.
connected a little bit because sometimes you're fishing for a word and I give it to you. That's happened 2 or 3 times now. Not
Well,
today, but
Yeah. I would say, yeah. Far out. What a great experience to sit down and share space with you. We'll have to do it again sometime. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to take us out. Take us out with a song, or if you want to take us out with some wisdom or anything you have to offer. I mean, I don't. Some people come on and they do a blessing or just anything you want to talk about, anything you want to give to us.
I just did it.
Yeah. You're
I'm a little shy.
well, the world needs your energy. And
I know something I wanted to share with you, Todd.
Yes.
See on your right side on the wall in the corner, there's a photo you have
Over here?
up above that one.
That one?
Yeah, that one. And I saw that and I had to share my photo. I wonder if it'll like this is.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
So it just yours made me think of mine.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, the colors and the geometry.
Yeah,
But that's called a thousands of mothers flower. It's a succulent. I only found it in one place on Maui, up by Kula.
Wow. Thousands of mothers flower.
Yeah, and some call it millions of mothers, but it's all the same.
Well, this that came from Kauai.
Oh,
Friend of ours. Yeah. Carlotta J. She's there in Kauai, and she actually did this one as well.
They're paintings or paintings?
Yeah, well, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I guess these are prints. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, she infuses, it's her expression of like a download or code.
Yeah, so similar.
I know. I was going to say you're really
I'm really into photography too.
Yeah, but you picked that up. You saw the resemblance.
Yeah. Here we go again.
It's all good. All right, John. Thank you so much for sharing space with us and honoring us with your presence. Can you hear me? Oh, you're back. I can hear you. You're back. Here he comes one more time. We'll just say, hang on 1 second. We're going to have to turn the mic back on. It's got a catch. Here we go. Boom. Yeah, I was just saying it's it's been quite an honor. Thank you for coming in and sharing space with us and you know, sharing your energy with us. The world needs you. So if you got a phone, next time you go out to the jungle and spend some time with the trees, you got to put on record. Or when you go work with the homeless and come back and upload it to Facebook. I think
will do.
that would be some powerful code. You know, what you experience out there and sharing that energy and that frequency.
Yeah.
I look forward to collaborating with you down the road, maybe later this year, and see what's going on. Because you know how fast things are changing. So it'd be interesting to see what's happening.
Absolutely.
With you.
Oh, by the way, I've been feeling a lot of the light coming in, like a hum, a light rumble in the body late at night. And when I shared with Morgan that I had at 10 o'clock Maui time, she said the same time in Australia, she felt that same kind of stuff coming in. So anyway.
You can't make this shift up. It's
No.
happening. And the synchronicities such as you just described are happening more and more.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing. The universe is reconnecting through us, and I'm glad to see you again, my brother. And I look forward to doing it again sometime.
I like you calling me brother. Okay,
well,
brother.
You are my brother.
Yes, we are.
It's
yes,
obvious.
we are.
We have some resemblance here. I can even see it myself. You take care, John. Love you.
Okay. Aloha.